Morning, I'm Scott Alexander and I represent horseracing.advisor.co.uk. I'm just going to go through some training on because obviously I do things different to everybody else. This is a training for how to read my codes and terminology. So, this is an example race. This is not a true reading because this race tonight on the 7th of December 2024, 6 o'clock Wolverhampton, doesn't have every code inside this race, so don't take this as gospel. Wait for the actual read. Now the actual reads come as late as possible, so I need to read the last show. That's when the market flips. You can see it flip on the left hand side, usually about a minute before the off. When the horses start loading, it used to be 5 minutes before the off, but the bookmakers saw what I was doing and making far too much money. And if this got out to enough people, then it's big trouble for the bookies, believe me. So they did change the last shows, if you've noticed over the years, from roughly 5 minutes before the off to 1 minute before the off, because I've got to read every one of these horses, not once but 4 times, because I've got 3 codes and I've got to do a market read. Now, okay, so this says 6 o'clock Wolverhampton market reads. This is all the positives of the market at the time of me reading these races. So let's say the favourite is week 8. That's the primary, always going to be the primary selection on the book, meaning I'm reading from the favourite to the outsider. The bookmaker's always done the hard work, except for on the handicaps. He's already done the hard work. He's showing you, he's priced up what he believes to be the favourite. That's all going to change on last shows, okay? Usually the favourite stays favourite because there's hundreds, thousands, millions of favourite backers. But the bookmaker will not always have a strong or gold gamble favourite. Now these are the dangerous ones when they're weak. But anyway, it really doesn't matter. It's besides the fact. This is a market read, okay? So I read that the market is currently the week on the 8th. I'd rather put the name, No Surrender, but when I'm struggling for time, we're not going to back the weak ones ever anyway. It's just there for information. So when I'm stuck for time, I'll just put the number. With being dyslexic, I really need to put the name rather than the number because I can get the numbers wrong now and again. Same when I'm typing out the names, you should be able to. This keyboard's not very good. I get keystrokes missing, and sometimes it misses certain letters. So this is what used to be the primary code. So everybody could just follow gold each way gambles. Okay. If I put a gold win on a favourite like this, gold win, it should always be in capitals, gold gambles, to stand out. Gold win, no surrender. A gold win bet will always be ignored. Never back a favourite. Only back favourites if it's an each wayable price. 11 to 4 I consider an each wayable price. Can go each way because when you're betting £100 each way, you want most of your money back if that horse places. Okay, I do anyway. This is the way that we want it to go. So if you're following the gold gambles, you'll back everything that comes up gold each way. If there's nothing in one race, then there's nothing to bet. So you bet the gold each way. I want your bank to be 100 times what your staking is. Right? Now we normally, at this time of year, golds don't hit as much, nowhere near, as they did in the flat when the ground is good. The ground's changed now. The gold gambles don't land as much, especially this time of year when horses are running fresh first time, or they all need to be still running against each other, finding their value against each other. Okay, so we've got a lot of fresh jumps racing. You've got gold gambles that are running out of course, that are falling, slipping, this kind of thing. You've got more gold gambles that are losing because the trainer thinks he's got it fresh and ready, but he hasn't got. He's misjudged. Okay, so it's always stronger further on into the season, whether it's flat or whether it's jumps, unless you've got good trainers that can train them at home and know they've got them ready. Okay, so this is the second strongest system. The rest of the race read, all this race read means I don't count this into my profit loss. I only count the gold gambles as an individual code into the profit loss. The rest of these, now, if you wanted to back all the strong ones, so let's say the horse something is strong, I'll put it like this, something strong. And then, you know, if you've had a bet yourself or you've had a tip from somebody else or whatever, my best customer made the most money backing all the strong bets, only the strong bets. Okay, it just shows it's strong. It's a strong signal in the market. We had a strong signal in the market last night. The race did get turned over, so I'd put the favourite in 950 Tampa Bay. Favourite was a fix. We don't back favourites. I'm just showing you what the dangers of the favourite is against ours. Where each way feeds. We never back a favourite. Okay, so even if I'd mentioned this, I think this was a super fix. Still don't back it. We don't back forced price favourites where they're forcing you to do a win bet on this kind of price. Just always ignore a favourite unless I put it up as gold each way gamble and it's 11 to 4 or above. Okay. The strong each way against that favourite was Fortune Seller. Now this race got turned over, reversed somehow. So that won at 14 to 1. Reversed or not, we gave you the winner. We had two Superfix winners last night in USA, 5 to 1 and 17 to 2. I believe it was 2 out of 3. There might have been one loss. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11 points profit. Just in USA. Okay, so we had a 14 to 1 Superfix winner in yesterday. I can't bring it up, or can I? X. See if I can get a hold of that. So we had a 14 to 1 Superfix winner on the second race. It was soft ground, I do believe. That was this one. 135 Exeter. Strong favourite in the way of the Superfix, probably place only. Right? So it doesn't matter what I say there. If you're following the Superfix code, which is this one over here, I separate it so you can all wait for the Superfix. Now, a Superfix is our highest winning rate code. If you ignore everything else and just home in on the Superfix, wait for those to come, you're going to make, well, we've made 300 times profit in the last month. Okay, that should be Lexington. The G's missed there. So because that's in capitals as well, it's a 2-point stake. Okay, if that was in small print, Superfix is Lexington Knights, it would be a 1-point stake. This one yesterday, 2-point stakes, so it's a 2-point bet. Okay, 2 points each way. That's how confident we are, because many of these Okay, we had a bad day after the 14 to 1. We still made 20 points in Superfix profits. That's absolutely a very good day. We've had days with 66 to 1 winners, 60 to 1 winner Superfix, 33 to 1's turning over, odds on favourites. In fact, a lot of the time they turn over odds on. So you just wait for the Superfix. That's a code in itself. That requires 100 times your betting bank in money. Okay, you're never going to reach that with Superfix. Not in a million years. Not over 30 years I've been doing this. You're never going to do that. Okay, you're going to be using the bookies' money before you know it in no time. Especially when you hit 60 to 1 winners. We've had the other day 33 to 1 just 2 days ago in capitals, so that's 66 times your money. You've got 66 bets to play with. It's never going to happen. Superfix has got a massive win and place rate. Okay. Last night at one of the Irish races, I think it was Dundalk, I think we had two, frustrating on the Superfix, I think it was 2 places and 2 losses amongst these winners. So still great profit on the day, about 16 times your money on Superfix. Some days there might not be one. Yesterday I consider a losing day. Okay, I expect 1 losing day, 2 losing days at the minute in a week following me full time, and you have to be on full time. You can't be missing them, because I miss more than double because it's so frantic. I've got to read these races in record time. Sometimes with the big race where I've got to check the top half of the race and the bottom half of the race, I'm missing these late moves, these late gambles. Okay, I will update the late gambles. I will add to the already read race if I see something new. Right, but usually I've got to then stop reading this race and immediately read the next race. This is why I can't get my own bets on, and I need and it would need somebody for me to trust to run my account. I can't get my own bets on. I'm not making a dime, while other people are making thousands out of this. The people that are listening, especially the people that are listening to the Superfix and the fixers, right? So a fix is similar to a Superfix. Exactly works the same way. So if I put Sky Breeze fix and it's strong, that means it's strong in the market. That means it's good to go. Look, it's just missed the Z and the E. Right? Sky Breeze fix is strong. So that means there's an arrangement. It's going to be a highly arranged horse. They don't always win, obviously. They don't always do what the trainers expect. One broke down yesterday, broke a leg. Was it the day before? One just stopped riding. Yes, something went wrong with it anyway. So that was on a gold gamble. So obviously, we've got to make a profit even after all those mistakes that the trainers make. So yeah, the fix is highly arranged, but the super fix has just got more of a win and strike rate, more of a win and a place rate, a stronger win rate than the fixes. But once the back end of racing starts, the fixes are absolutely deadly as well. Okay, for now, all of you guys, professionals, because this is a separate code that I'm working on, reverse gambles, I'm putting in capitals because it's a very strong reverse gamble against sometimes a gold gamble. It's a market opposite. It's of no interest to you. Take your eyes off it. It doesn't matter. It's case study for me. I'm trying to get this together and prove this system. I have been for 3 years now. It kills me when a reverse gamble wins at a high price, because this is aimed at the outsiders, or a favourite reverse gamble where there's been a false gamble put in. Now, I know what I'm going to do here because I know what the math is, but I haven't got time to work out the math because they're very similar in math. So every gamble like this, gold each way gamble, has to have an equal and opposite reaction in the market for the bookmaker to keep his over-round figure, right? It doesn't matter if he's having a big stable bets at a big price, and he doesn't want to alert anybody, he's going to throw that horse out. He's going to drift that horse, okay? And he'd rather then make a false gamble in the race and get everybody backing that, get everybody on the gamble. Nobody knows why that's a gamble, so it's a perfect opportunity for the bookmaker to put in a false gamble. We have to ride those false gambles, and there's getting more and more of them, especially with tipsters that don't know what they're doing and have a big following and then snowball a price down, down, down and make it into what I call a gold gamble. Okay, so this is why they're getting less and less, and the reverse gambles are winning more because they are the market opposite to the gold gambles. Like I say, I've got the math ready. It'll take a £10,000 investment to make a calculator for me so I can quickly get flagged up which is the strongest of the reverse gamble and the gold gamble. Okay, but that doesn't none of that concerns you for now until you get into a rhythm of betting. So 1 point on all superfix and fix, 2 points on the capitalized ones. I did make a mistake. I was looking down at the keyboard when we had it was still a fixed winner at 1 point, 33 to 1. But I didn't see that it was a superfix. So, because some people only follow the superfix, which is very good, I applaud that. So it was a superfix, and I didn't capitalize it because when I'm typing out, I look down at the keyboard rather than up. When I looked up, I realized I haven't capitalized it for a 2 point win bet, but it was too late to rewrite the whole post, so I just had to post it. So these are my mistakes, and we've made 300 points in superfix. I've missed as many, double that, within a month. So we should be at 600 points. Same with all gold gambles, should be at double their price. I'm working on trying to get staff, but at the minute I'm not inclined to pay somebody full-time wage to do a profit and loss and all these things. All they have to do is look back on the posts. You'll see what I've got. You'll see where I've hit, and you'll see I've hit a profit on everything. Even if anybody just follows all the strong selections, there might be 3-4 horses in a race. A lot of the time, those races in the big handicaps, they're coming first, second, and third. So you're getting a lot of combination forecast opportunities there. Okay, but that's following the strong ones. The weak ones, just ignore, don't bother. If I do even put the weak ones, I'm going to stop putting the weak ones in. But I just use it for, I need to see what happened. I can go back, see exactly what happened in that race, and I can see if there was a genuine mistake from a gamble, maybe it broke down. Because I can't watch every race, I've got to be on to the next race reading that market. Okay, so traditionally what you do in a form situation, you'd have to watch each race and then you can get a judgment, put it in your tracker, get a judgment, how well it ran, if it ran on late, if the distance were too far for it, if it's just not fit yet, all these kinds of things. I don't have time to do that when I'm doing for the people. When I'm doing for myself, easy. I just press one button, I've got my bet on. Okay, I hope you understand. Any questions, please let me know. I'm going to post this up now and get on with race reading today.